All right, hey guys, what's going on? My name is Chris Alquez. This is your best life defined. Ooh, you're still at it? You're still grinding it out. Life is definitely an endurance sport, right? It's definitely where no matter where you are in your life, you're just fighting for every bit of it, right? I don't think anyone escapes the struggle that's required just by the mere act of being alive. I used to look at the guys on the corner, panhandle. I think, oh, look at those guys. Oh, look at those guys. Those guys, they're just lazy. Are you kidding me? Can you imagine how difficult, how hard it is or it would be to spend your day standing on a curb, getting ugly looks or feeling shame, or maybe you don't care. I mean, maybe it's like the content of my podcast. I've just gotten to the point where, listen, I'm just putting it out there because this is my thing. Enjoy it or don't listen to it. I'm working as hard as I can right now. Hope it gets better, right? There's no that's not a joy ride. You look at even this. Let's say I'm talking about my amazing life, and that's the picture I've painted with it, right? But there's still a substantial amount of endurance involved. Think about the amount of responsibility of packing up your entire life and pulling it 1,500 miles across the country. It takes endurance. Two or three near misses from one point to the other, right? And you're just like, it takes endurance. I show up here every day. Now, I'm not sure exactly if you guys have ever really broke into how this thing that I produce works, but when you see anything that has that logo, your best life defined, that logo, that is work that I've personally done. If you're thinking this is a team of collaborative effort of a graphic designer and a sound man, and then there's me up front, I'm the up front man doing all the talking. Oh no, the whole show is me. Every day. You know why I'm showing up? To exemplify this, to show you what it takes. Now, what's going to happen? My prediction for my future, and I'm not bragging, I just know this is how the universe works. What's going to happen is I'm just going to continue to push my message. I'm going to continue to talk about the things I talk about, and hopefully, over time, their value will grow from it. Because let's face it, I'm not yelling any angry stuff. I'm saying, hey, listen, quit worrying so much about the world. Focus on you. Focus on you a lot every day. Work hard at it because life is an endurance sport. Never stop, always be learning, always be looking, always be finding things that there's still left to do, finding things that inspire you and energize you. What are you doing in your life on the average day? I've said this before and time again, but I just want to shake you, say, hey, come on, listen up here. Are you adding some value to your life on a daily basis? Maybe it's not a podcast. Maybe you've decided that for an hour a day you're going to read. Maybe for an hour a day you're going to spend time with the person you love, talking to them about things they want to talk about. And it just trickles in. It's like a spring rain. It just starts flowing. It's raining, and you just keep showering your life with good opportunities, with opportunities to be kinder, to be nicer, to be more optimistic, to smile more, to look for the good, to scan the horizon for some good thing. You're like, yeah, I don't know, it's going to be tough. Yeah, we can do it though. Oh no, I don't know, it's going to be tough. And then you go out and you do it. It's an endurance sport. It's football. Got to move to there. Okay, are you ready? No, I don't think I'm ready. Do it anyway. All right, get strong. You got to get stronger, man. You got to push for it, right? And you're there and you're like, I need a better job. And you're like looking at it like, all right, I'm ready. Let's do this, right? And they grind it, and you go for it, and you go for it, and you grind it, and you go for it, and you register for school, and you get your books, and you're nervous, and you show up that first night for class, and you're like, and then you get through the first night, and then the second night, and then 4 days in, your first week, you're like, yeah, this really sucks. A week into homework, bam, Cool part is before you know it, you're right there. Before you know it, you are right in the middle of it. You're saying, oh, what? Shit, that wasn't nothing. Wasn't nothing. I rolled right through that 4 years. I don't know. I'm not sure where this is going. I hope it's helping, because there's a point when you have to take responsibility for why you haven't taken a step, right? We're standing there and I'm saying, okay, step away from the cliff, step away from the cliff, climb out of the hole, climb out of the hole. And you're like, yeah, okay, all right, I hear you. I don't want to hear you. I don't want you telling me what to do or whatever your hang up is about this here advice that I'm giving you. Grab it. It never stops. The thing a lot of people seem to forget is that this is an MMA fight. You're in the last round. No matter where you are in your life, technically you are in the last round, the last minute of your life, because do you know when it's going to end? I don't. So I'm going hard. Every day I'm pushing. I'm going to learn more. I'm going to try this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to squeeze more in, and I'm trying to create something that benefits me, that adds value to my life. An endurance sport. So what are you going to endure on? What's your focus? Let's go to the resolution thing. All right. Mine was to not drink, which I'm still alcohol free, which is cool as hell. And to not snack between meals or to not eat bad food. Right. So I'm doing a pretty good job of that. Haven't ate out once since we started this thing. I want to lose 10 pounds. So I'm working out like crazy trying to lose that weight, right? In order for me to achieve that, it's about showing up every day and doing it, right? And that's where we're at when you look at your resolutions. And forget it, call it whatever you want, your goal, whatever thing in your life is important enough for you to go after. But here's the thing, if you don't have a good enough reason to go after that thing, it ain't going to happen. If it's a mediocre thing, if you haven't built an amazing story around it, not going to happen. Because there's not enough energy in average goals to cause us to have the fuel we need to get there. Like, oh yeah, I got a goal, I'm gonna clean the garage. Really? Oh yeah, there's a challenge, right? There's a challenge. When you talk about endurance requires fuel. You have to be ready, you have to be prepared, and you have to have energy for you to overcome that goal. Where does that fuel come from? It comes from the goal itself. When you pick something that's connected to who you are, when you pick something where you can say, yeah, okay, I got this. I got this. I got a handle on this. I know what I love, right? I'm going to go after this thing, and you're inspired, and you've told your story, and today is the day, right? Today's the day you're going to do it. All you got to do now is repeat it. Repeat, right? Just repeat it. Just like a machine, every day. If you don't have the endurance in your tank, if you're not waking up energized so that you feel like you are in control of your life and you have the option at any moment to change the outcome, the trajectory of your life, you don't have anything in your life that's connected to who you are or what inspires you. And you have to find that fuel. You have to find the fuel that says, even if the world doesn't believe in me, I believe in myself. Even if the world does not believe in me, I believe in what I can do. And when you say those words to yourself, all of a sudden you're coming away with a new idea. It opens your eyes because you say, yeah, no, I can do that. I can freaking do this stuff. And even just by saying that, saying, yeah, I'm a badass, right? I'm a badass. Get that attitude. What can't I do? I can do this. This is a lot easier than it used to be. Because I figured it out. You know what? I can be me. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with me. I don't have to turn into some robot up here. But if I had stopped 5 podcasts ago, I wouldn't be sitting here. I'd be done. And I would never actually be able to see how far I can take this. This doesn't matter to me. I mean, if nothing else, I'm going to be famous for the guy who did the most social media videos, podcasts, and commercials as anyone alive and got no followers. I'm good with that. Maybe that's what it's going to be. You know, I don't know, but I'm going to keep grinding it out. And I'm going to keep adding things to it. I'm going to keep running ideas over in my mind because opportunities are there. What about you? Are you ready? Now is your opportunity right now today. Call to action. Bam. Let's do this thing. Pick something. Pick anything. Quit wasting your time being like everyone else. Quit wasting your time sitting in the middle of a mud puddle, crying and wondering why you can't get out. Stand up, pick the direction you want to take your life and go. And if you have to do something, do it and do it and do it every day until you achieve it. Because the world isn't going to come and save you. And I think that's the idea. Is like, well, wait, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? They'll come and get us. They'll save us. No. No one is coming. So if you're sitting in a place that you don't want to be, living a life that you don't really want to live, if you don't step up and say, I'm going to take action and change it, guess what kind of life your children are going to get? There's a chance they're going to start out exactly where you left off. All right, guys. Hey, listen, I'm rolling a little hard on you with this one, but I'm here every day because I want you to see, and you will. Eventually, someone's going to say, did you see what he did? Did you see what he got? Because eventually people are going to figure this out. It's a lot more fun to do the things you love to do than it is to do the things you have to do. And make sure that the things you pick to do or you have to do are worth what you're getting for it. It's a free exchange. Yeah, all right, I'm going to have to work 20 hours a week to pay off this boat, but I love fishing and everything about it. So yeah, all right, I'm in it, right? And then that's what it's about. And then show up every day and do it. Bam, 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 bam. And before you know it, guess what? You're going to get there. Hey, listen, guys, I really appreciate you guys showing up. It's growing, and I keep working at it. I'm going to keep giving you as much as I can because life is an endurance sport, as Sandy and I have both learned. And I'm just hoping that maybe you can grab a hold of something that's big enough, that's connected to who you are well enough that you can go get it on your own. You'll be waking up with a full tank of fuel, filled with energy and ready to do more. So keep that in mind. Keep working on it. Don't forget about your resolutions, and thanks. And as always, just remember, today's your day. Make it a good one.